Dr. Ferrante asked that I preface these readings with a dedication. Dr. Ferrante has given me permission to read her work for you. She wishes to honor Dr. Rashad by continuing this effort. He would have loved this. Author note: this book is only for inspirational and limited educational purposes. It is a brief overview of the time from injury to some recovery of a female anesthesiologist physician who became a disabled patient with a variety of rare diagnoses that were eventually determined. There are some examples of medical documents or medication lists, all of which are using imaginary drugs, drug doses, names, street addresses, cities, states, zip codes, phone numbers, and other sample forms. These are not meant to be examples of true documents. The filled-in information is all fictional, while the author hopes that each patient will begin presenting their own true information in the sample formats provided. For example, medications list of procedures, etc. One idea is that healthcare dollars may be saved if all patients voluntarily brought in current and standardized information. One idea is that waiting times would decrease and that patient management would be more streamlined. This requires a responsible and educated patient to the extent that he or she is able. The author believes that having the patient come into the office with a list of recent medications and a list of recent procedures or occurrences will not only improve patient care, but serve as an improvement in patient care. The author is explicitly stating that no patient is either required or expected to bring in their own list of medications or procedures. Usually upon arrival, the doctor's office will ask you for this information. To arrive with this information in hand and ready for scanning into the medical record or copying is nice, but is not meant to apply to all persons in all situations. The author explicitly is not suggesting that any person or persons do anything or things. Rather, the author is allowed to believe that if certain changes were made, the quality of health care would improve. While all information in this book is believed to be correct at the time of writing, it does not purport to cover all aspects of any illness or injury, and may not be construed as full or partial medical advice. If you require medical advice, or you think you require medical advice, you should please consult with your licensed physician or present yourself to a nearby emergency room. Free clinics may be available in your area. Each patient is different. This book is based on a true story. Characters and locations may be fictional and are not intended to represent any specific persons, whether living, past, present, or future. This book is provided as is, without any express or implied warranty. Author's Thanksgiving. For life itself and this, my second book, I thank God. Even if life is difficult, I learned at an early age that one can have some control over life's destiny. Yes, pretty cool, huh? You can still be whatever you want to be. You can still make it in this life. So many people made me what I am today and believed in me. There is no such thing as coincidence, and I believe that God continues to lead my life and direct my path. Best of all, He is equally available to be a part of your life through His Son, Jesus Christ. Dad, thank you for singing That Little Old Ant, and yes, you taught me to pull a rubber tree plant. Mom, thank you for being in my life. Special thanks to my son, Carlos Aranda Leman, for constantly being patient with my rigorous medical schedule. I am so proud of your countless hours volunteering for AIDS Walk Los Angeles. You were my strength as we grew up together with me on so many on-call nights. Such a little tiny tot with little tadpole toes, you taught me the depth of and value of a human life. We have retired this beholden road with your sister Alex. Little Missy, Mommy and Daddy are so sorry they had to leave you so many times to go to the hospital. As with all trials, God has His reasons for everything. Mother Renee Mundrine, I love you forever more than words can say. Thanks for giving me so much advice at hard times, especially for feeding us when we were hungry. You are a very beloved and special person, Mother. Mother Theo Glover, you're the best mother-in-law a girl could have. Thank you for raising one of the most intelligent and caring husbands a girl could ask for, the one who supports my efforts. Mike, I am so happy to be your wife. To the office, thank you for helping Mike be a husband and a father. To the USC Anesthesiology Department, Dr. Nabil Rashad. And to the Stanford Anesthesiology Departments, Drs. Meyer Rosenthal, Ron Pearl, Ray Gaeta, Tom Feely, and Dr. Fred Mean. My fellowship year was the best professional time of my life. Reruns constantly go through my head. Thank you to the UPenn Department of Anesthesiology for teaching me so many new skills and for believing what I said about hypernatremic, hyperchloremic metabolic acidosis. I know you thought I stole Mike from you, but he would have moved with me to California 1 year prior, so I'm sure you enjoyed an extra year with him. Special mention for inspiration, comments, and for believing in me goes to Laurel Payton and Stephen Kirkpatrick. Special thanks to the Department of Cardiology at Good Samaritan Hospital. I appreciate all of your nursing, administrative, and physician efforts on my behalf. I should be dead. You and God saved me. Mike, my last thanks are to you for being such a trophy of a husband. You are my hero. Dr. Margaret Ferrante.